Hi everybody, I'm going to talk about my socioeconomic topics. This is for my oral classes, so I'm going to start with one socioeconomic topic that is gay marriage. This topic is very controversial because not everybody accepts that. In this time, it's normal to see that some couples between men and men or woman and woman are trying to get married. So in some countries this is not permitted, it's not allowed, but in other countries, for example, the United States is normal. It depends on the state. In other countries, it's penalized the gay marriage. So in Ecuador, nowadays, the gay marriage is permitted between men and woman and woman. Even it is allowed. Some people don't want to talk about it, or don't agree with that because they believe that it is not normal that someone get married with someone else from the same gender. So I think that it is not important gender. If you are falling in love to someone else, you had to do it. So no one else had to give their opinion or had to be doing some problems in order to avoid your marriage. So that is my point of view about gay marriage. Now, my next topic, I'm going to talk about politics. Here in Ecuador, we have terrible problems nowadays with politics because our president is trying to do something like a dictatorship. Maybe I think that it's not normal that the president wants to do everything that he wants. It's not normal that he didn't, or he don't pay attention to the laws. He tried to do everything as he wants, and sometimes he abuse of his power, even avoiding the laws, because sometimes he's the person who said if another person is guilty or it is innocent. So who can do another thing against the president? No one, because if you don't have the same way of thinking that the president, you are against, and you are his enemy, and everyone that he is his enemy is treated like a traitor or the worst person in the world. We have to be careful with the people that we choose as president or as our representatives in our country or in our province or in our town, because this person could abuse of this power that the people gave him. So my advice is be careful with your vote. Go and vote with your mind very clear. Don't think about that the most popular is the person that has to be our president or our representative. So that's all that I had to talk about politics. Now, my third topic, it's gonna be women and work. It's not normal. Well, how I can say it. It has to be normal to see women working at the same time or in equal condition as men, but it's not normal in our society because we live in a machismo society. All the people believe that not all the people, most of the people believe that men do a better job than women, or some women, some women don't believe in themselves. For that reason, they don't have the opportunity to work or to do a job in a better way, or show us that they are very intelligent, they are competent, they could do any job that we put it to her. So who can help us with this problem? Just ourselves, because if we start to do something in order to avoid this problem of machismo and feminism, because I believe that this problem is also caused by women. It's not just by men. Women don't want to do an effort in order to avoid it, or don't do their best effort, because some women are doing something about that. But I think that if they do a better job, they can avoid machismo in our society. In my next topic, I want to talk about that something that is very sad. Last month, in France, they suffered a terrorist attack that affect to all the entire world. It's not just against France; it's against the freedom of speech. This terrorist attack was against the magazine Charlie Hebdo. We had to know that the people that was in charge of this terrorist attack was the Islamists, people that believe that Mahoma is their god. So it was terrible. I don't understand why people do that. They had to attack some innocent people. They had to kill them. Some cases, the people that was killed was not responsible about the commentary that someone else do in the magazine against Mahoma. I know that this magazine is a satiric magazine where they play with some jokes in their in their illustration. But in this case, Islamists don't take like a joke or like something without importance. They feel very upset about this illustration that they present in their last magazine. So they counterattack with this terrorist attack where 12 people died, where among of people were injured, and not just the country, not just the province, all the world feel affected about it, because you don't know if it can happen to you also if you say or do something that other person or the other people believe that it's not good. Imagine that it could happen in your home, in your neighbor, in your block. That was terrible. Now, another topic, my next topic is about religion. This topic is very controversial because with the last Pope, no, with Francisco, with Benedict XVI, they have a terrible problem where some priests were accused of pedophile or some problems. Even to be taking some money from the people in an illegal way, and they were gaining money, and that is not good for the church, for the religion. It's imperative to know that the most famous religion is Catholic, and they have this terrible problem. And the most important part of this problem is that the Pope, the last Pope, Benedict XVI, knows about this problem, and he didn't do anything in order to fix this problem. Instead of that, he quit to his charge as the Pope, and he left this problem to the new Pope that we have now, Francisco I. And until now, this problem is not solved. Nothing about this problem is public. All of this problem they are managing in a private way. So not much people know about what happened with this accusation, with this problem. So it is the responsibles of this big problem that the religion has, were accused as guilty or as innocent. We didn't know anything about that. Something else. No. Well, a new topic that I have to talk about today also is the quantity of problem that teenagers have nowadays in order to enter to the universities. Nowadays in Ecuador, with the young people have a lot of problems to enter to the university because they have to pass two terrible exams. They have to study too much. I know that it's normal that we have to study a lot in order to improve our knowledge or get a good career, but the system is not working in a good way. They started from their feet, if I can use that expression. They had to start by the other side of the education. They started with universities, later with high school, and later with college. But that was not a good idea. They had to start, first of all, with kindergarten, later with high school, later with college, at the end with university, in order to create a new generation of students that they can aboard this new program with exams and all of this kind of thing in order to enter to university. And even though if you have a good punctuation, you could not be accepted in your university. Sometimes some students have to go to some university that they don't want to go, or they have to choose careers that they don't want to study in order to get a spot inside of the university. Well, my next topic is about the problems between Cuba and United States. They have had terrible problems since Cuba revolutions once in La Habana. Fidel Castro started to be the president of Cuba, but nowadays with Raúl Castro as the new president in charge of Cuba, this problem was being solved because they broke this barrier that they had before, and they start to work together. For example, nowadays United States is able to negotiate with people from Cuba and vice versa. Also, they take out this terrible tax that they put to the dollar, the American dollar, and they don't nowadays they are not asking some special permission that costs too much money to Americans to go there and visit and do some tourism in the island. So I believe that is a good change because people from Cuba, they don't have a good life there. They suffer a lot in order to get some money, and they can not have some special things as cellulars. That is a good option to not just for social network, it's for communication in general. So that's all about this topic. My last topic is terrible storm, winter storm that United States is suffering nowadays, especially Boston, Denver. They are they are covered now by 2 meters of snow because the storm is terrible and it wasn't signals to the storm is gonna stop it, so they are prepared for that. But even though they have terrible problems with that, they cannot go to the school, they cannot walk to work, they are losing a lot of money, they are losing a lot of time. Thanks to God that they don't die. Now until now, not much people died for this storm. But if this storm is gonna continue, this average of people that could die for this storm will increase. That is terrible. Well, that is all that I have to talk about socioeconomic problem that we have nowadays. So thank you so much for hearing, and sorry for everything.